Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super discussion video. Today, me and Rakurai Network. What's up, man? Say hello to everybody.
How's it going, everyone? Thank you again for having me. I'm never gonna stop saying that.
You need to stop saying that. No, dude. It's always a pleasure to have you on. But today, you guys saw the thumbnail, you saw the title of the video. We're going to be talking about the Tournament of Power and whether or not they're going to be changing the rules at any given point in this tournament. And we're not necessarily talking about one specific change. We're talking about why that might happen. So we were talking about this a little off air before we started recording. And you were talking about like you had some idea as to why they would do this. So do you want to elaborate on that before we actually get into any of this?
Yeah, sure. So my main thing about why I potentially feel that this sort of thing could happen is that Zeno is, as the name implies, he's the king of everything. He's in this childlike body, this childlike demeanor, and with any child, if they don't get what they want, they're going to want more. Even with adults, if they don't have something that they want, they're going to want more until they're satisfied. And in Zeno's case, both Zenos rather, they love seeing battles. They love seeing these feats accomplished by Goku, especially in the Zen exhibition matches. He loved seeing the feats that Goku and his friends were accomplishing during the battles and such. And I could definitely see there being a point in the tournament where maybe there are around like, I don't know, maybe like 10 people left on the field, and maybe Zeno feels as though that he's not satisfied, or future Zeno feels that he's not satisfied. Who knows? And they basically are thinking either, hey, let's extend the time, or hey, let's allow killing or something like that, just so that they're further entertained.
Yeah, no, I completely understand where you're going with that. Just the idea that these two people, first of all, I don't necessarily think it's going to happen. It's plausible that this will happen just in order to extend the tournament. I think one thing that we were talking about, just to kind of elaborate, was we haven't necessarily seen a tournament in Dragon Ball, very few really, outside of the ones in the early parts of Dragon Ball, the original series, that end in the tournament basically starting and working its way all up to the beginning. Usually there's some kind of interruption. And it would be interesting, in my opinion, I guess, as you explained it yourself, like, it would be really interesting that what if there's no interruption from, as a lot of people are speculating, like an evil Grand Priest or this, that, or the other, but an interruption to the point where it's Zeno acting like a child that he is, or both of them, or one of them acting like a child and being like, no, I don't want it to be over yet. I'm having so much fun. This is stupid. This is stupid. And they're like, okay, we'll change the rules. We'll make it like, we'll stop it like from being a battle royale, or we'll stop it from being a 45-minute time limit, or we're going to make killing appropriate or something like that to actually give us a little bit more stakes, or something, slow it down, anything really. And I really like that idea. Personally, if I had to choose which one would be the coolest in my opinion, it would be literally stopping the battle royale concept, taking everyone who's left. What if, like, okay, so at the very end of this, everyone's been putting off and everything, and then you have basically every universe, Universe 6, Universe 7, Universe 11, and then Universe 2, for the most part, all have 3 people left, so, or 3 or 4 people, or something. So you have, like, what if you have, like, Gohan, Goku, and Frieza left in Universe 7, and then you also have, like, Hit and Frost and Kappa left in Universe 6, and then Jiren and Topo and the bunny looking guy, I don't know. And then you have whoever left from Universe 4, and they're just like, well, this is going too quickly. There's too many people left in the ring at the end of 48 minutes, so at the same time, we're going to stop it. We're going to use the ring that's now this flat little oval, as same rules apply, but it's going to be one-on-one matches and no time to rest. So you're up, you have to fight, and killing's allowed, or something like that. I just think that would be really cool. It would change the entire dynamic of the tournament, and I think it would throw a lot of the fan base off.
Yeah, I can definitely see it if they were to go to something like that. One thing that came to my head as you were saying that, like thinking if they were to employ maybe a 2v2 sort of thing, maybe there are two people left from each team. Maybe think back to ending nine, well the current one rather, Far Away, where at the very end of it you see Goku and Gohan, the last two fighters left. Everyone else is kind of at the side, and Goku and Gohan go to take on whoever is left. I know that that's complete coincidence, but that just kind of made me think if they were to employ something like that, to where maybe it'd be Goku and Gohan versus Jiren and Toppo or something like that. Like something like that would be amazing. So I
Yeah,
agree with you
and
there.
also going off that, like you said before, the one thing I think would be really interesting to see personally is if they scratch the rule for no killing. First of all, it never really made sense to me that there would be no killing in this tournament, considering the consequences of it. It just makes no sense. And it kind of also brings me back to those leaks that leak, those fake spoiler leaks that indicated, at least partially, that when somebody died, when someone went off the tournament ring, they were just going to be erased forever. I always thought, even still to this day, I think that would be a really cool aspect of this tournament, that it just put that much more stakes. It made that much more, like every loss, that much more impactful. But obviously that's not what we got. We have them just going to the sidelines and rooting and cheering for their team, which makes total sense. And I think a lot of people, before those fake leaks came out, decided or thought that could potentially be the way that they were going to play it. But at the same time, I think it would be really cool to add killing to this, just because, in my opinion, we don't necessarily know how comfortable Jiren is with killing. We don't necessarily know how comfortable Toppo is, but we know for a fact that Hit is okay with it, Frost is okay with it, Frieza's okay with it, and Vegeta could potentially be okay with it. And I think that would put us over. I mean, just seeing those characters be like, screw it, I don't have to hold back anymore. I'm going to kill everyone. It's just going to be easier for me to kill everyone. I think that would make this fighting, at least when you get down and you whittle it all down to the last few people who are left standing, potentially be some of the coolest things we've ever seen in not only Dragon Ball Super, but all of Dragon Ball.
I agree. Mainly, and this next statement, I know I'm about to trigger a lot of people, but with that being said, it's always been my firm belief that, like, it's very, very rare, regardless of what a character says, that they're actually going full power. Because the only time that a character is going to go full power is if they're trying to kill someone. And with that being said, I can't say that Goku has gone full power a lot of the time, stuff like that, because he's still not trying to kill anyone. Like even in this tournament right now, Goku and Vegeta, they can't go all out because they would end up killing someone on accident. Even Android 18, she thought that she had killed someone during the tournament, even though they eventually were just playing dead and everything. But when you have that bloodlust and you know that you can kill someone, I could definitely. I mean, that's what made the Goku Black arc so interesting, because Goku Black, he very rarely held back, because he had this whole complex of, like, he wants to go in with the intention of killing someone. So if they were to add that into the tournament, for example, Frieza, Frieza is the main one, that, because you can tell even when he first enters that scene where he meets Universe 17, he has that point where he literally like clutches his own elbow, because he's just, that comment that Vegeta says about his halo, you can tell he just wants to absolutely destroy him. And even during the tournament, there's the point where he's so dissatisfied with the fact that he can't kill anyone. Well, for one, before the tournament, we saw what happened with all those assassins, RIP. And then even in the tournament, I believe in the last episode, there was that one guy that he just kept torturing and kept blasting, because he can't kill anyone, but he had to basically cope in some other way. And mind you, again, he's yet to go golden during this entire tournament. So given that he could kill, that would change the entire dynamic of this entire tournament. Hit, like you mentioned as well, that would kind of go back to Universe 6 versus 7 arc, where I believe, was it Goku that asked them to change the rules, I think, to make it to where Hit could go all out? Yeah, to where if
Yeah,
yeah, if they
yeah.
changed the rules to where they could kill so that Goku could see a hit go full power, which he can't because he can't kill him. 71 and 72 kind of gave a clear indication on that, but yeah, like if they were to add a killing rule, that would be probably for me one of the most interesting things that could potentially happen in terms of rules.
With killing, the one thing I think would be cool with killing is it would be kind of unexpected. I didn't even think about this actually. I like that idea, man. I really like the idea of Champa arc basically coming back and kind of playing off the idea that with Goku and Hit basically going like just allow killing because I need this guy going at his like his full pace in order to know that I'm better than him type of situation, and that basically coming back to bite Goku in the ass. Because one thing we saw at that tournament was basically right after that fight was done, Zeno was watching and he came and he was just like, oh, that was cool, we should do this again. If it would be cool if like Zeno freaks out and it's like, okay, we'll just allow killing, and everyone's like, what? And he's like, but Goku wanted it. And they're like, oh crap.
And then they would just be more mad at Goku in a way. They would be even more pissed at Goku than they are right now.
They are really, really mad at Goku. It seems like the Angels are the only ones who know that Goku is doing them a solid, but at the same time, it's just I like the idea of it, and I also like the idea of just kind of saying screw the time limit, although I guess that would put us in a bit of a loop because time has been such a pivotal role for this arc ever since it started. Like there's 2 hours until the tournament, there's 30 minutes until the tournament, now there's 47 minutes till the tournament's done, there's 43 minutes till the tournament's done, so it would throw us for a loop, but at the same time it would kind of get rid of that ticking clock and allow us to have an epic fight that can literally run out the clock. And I know cinematic timing is what it is. You could still have one of the longest fights in like anime history, if not the longest, be a 5-minute fight on Namek between Goku and Frieza, but at the same time you don't have to push it, and you can literally have them take multiple episodes to do a fight with Jiren and Goku or Hit or Toppo or Vegeta or Gohan or Frieza or anybody else who's going to be standing at the end of all this. And I think that would be worth all of it. It would just be worth seeing the Zenos basically change the rules in order to basically allow us a chance to see something a little bit more epic than what we're seeing here. Not that what we're seeing isn't cool. I think what we've seen is pretty cool thus far, and I can't wait to see how they express it further and how they kind of keep it going at the same time. But right now, I think we're due for a shakeup. Even though a whole lot hasn't happened, we're not very far into this right now. If saying like 5 episodes, we're still in this kind of, well, we're seeing these people fight, and we're seeing these people fight, we're seeing these people fight. I think we were time for a shakeup, stop the tournament. We've already seen them basically stop doing everything, and even Zeno's like, why aren't they fighting? They should be fighting. It would be interesting if the next universe that disappears, or the next universe that disappears, and Zeno's like, well, why aren't they fighting? It's like, well, because they're all freaked out about everything that's going on, and they're just like dealing with this, they're all this, and she's like, no, that's boring, change the rules, do this, do that, or they'll all kill them all, like. And he's like, oh, okay. And everyone's like, oh shit,
Right.
like, okay. And then they have to go all out, or they're gonna lose. Like, do something. Take the time away, cut the time in half, something.
Yeah, like something like I agree with you completely about the whole thing of like stopping the whole ticking clock concept, because imagine if they were to do this on Namek. But like if they did this exact same thing during the entire original Z fight between Goku and Frieza on Namek, like at the end of every episode, they're like 5 seconds have gone by in the fight between Goku and Frieza. 7 seconds have gone. Like it would just be a complete just, I'll say fustercluck. It would just be
It'll be a flustercluck, yeah.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous. So to see them get rid of that, it would be cool. Though I do have one more thing though. One thing that I think would be interesting, but obviously there isn't really much we can go off of because we don't know exactly what planets these guys were born on, stuff like that. One of the things that I thought of was if they sort of, the whole thing about like how the characters can't truly like fly that high at the moment because the weight is just amplified per whatever planet you were born on. What if they got rid of that and just it would be so I can feel like it would just be completely unfair at that point for certain people, but if Zeno really wanted to switch things up and if he wanted to see an unfair fight or he wanted to just see people just flying around just going crazy, like I could definitely see him doing that. I don't know if they can change that instantaneously like that, but what do you think about that?
I think it would be really cool just visually to see how people reacted to that. I mean, like you said, we don't necessarily know much about other people's gravity besides, I guess... It's weird to me because I've always kind of questioned whether or not Goku feels 10 times Earth's gravity or Earth's gravity, considering they said it's the planet you're born on. So I'm assuming he feels the Saiyan Planet Vegeta gravity, which wouldn't make a bit of difference for Goku. It doesn't really care. Like, none of that really matters. But it would be interesting if they took away that and they were like, or they switch it up. Like, they did intervals of doing all this stuff and they realize, like, just how strong Jiren's gravity has been or something like, you know, something like that to give us an indication just how strong Jiren is because of the environment that he grew up in, or give an idea of why he's so strong, or just something like that, you know, where right now it's a bit of a mystery. Like you said, we don't necessarily know who anyone is or what their homeworld's like, what their upbringing was like, or anything like that. And it would just be another, I guess, window really into who all these people are and what they have to deal with, where they grew up, and all that other stuff. I like that idea. I actually like and not take it away. Not take it away. I say intervals, like quick intervals, like every minute you change gravities. So you give like one character the advantage if for the most part like their gravity is like stronger. So it's like, you know, they're fighting, and then there's Jiren's gravity's planet or something, you know, headcanon, fan theory, speculation, fan fiction, whatever you want to say. Like, it's Jiren's gravity's planet, and he's just like, hey, like, this ain't no shit. And like, and like Goku and Vegeta are even like, oh my god, I can't move. And they're like, oh, and they just crap. And like Jiren just like, yeah, and then they have to figure out how to move and how to attack him. But the problem with that is, like, if it's so great on Jiren's planet, or if it's so great on anybody's planet, then they're obviously going to have the advantage at every given point. So I can understand how that would get out of control pretty quickly.
Yeah, it would. That would be one of those things where I don't know necessarily if I would see it happening, but it would be cool, just because, like, I mean, even if, like, you know, maybe if, like, somehow, I don't know if this will happen, but, you know, Dragon Ball Super loves giving curveballs. So imagine, like, what if, like, Tien is, like, one of the final 3 people on the field, and then, like, they make it to where it's Earth's gravity or something, and Tien is just able to demolish everybody because maybe it's too heavy for some of the people on the field. But, like, it could be just interesting to see. Like, it could give some of the weaker characters amidst these other universes more of an advantage in a way. But again, I don't know if it would happen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think that would be really interesting. It's not something I had even thought about. But yeah, like, what if Earth's gravity is like just a million times heavier than some of these other gravities?
Yeah, and then Tien's just curve stopping everybody. Or Master Roshi even. Like
yeah, seriously. Now that we don't have to worry about Krillin, yeah, Master Roshi's just curb stomping everyone. That'd be crazy.
R.I.P. Krillin though. R.I.P. Poor guy.
Anyway, guys, I think we're going to leave it at that. Please make sure to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to go down to the description below, hit that link to go check out Rakurai Network's channel. They're having some really awesome, insightful, thoughtful content, so make sure to definitely go check them out. Seriously, some of these opinions and thoughts and speculations and just general theories or something, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't necessarily know what you call it. I'm just throwing out words really. But, like, anything that you call it, man, like, it's really great, really good stuff. I hope everyone definitely does go check it out. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe onto this video. Share it out to all your friends. Definitely make sure to share your opinions with us. This is just between us right now, but the conversation doesn't end with us. It definitely just goes on to you guys. We're starting a conversation. So anyway, Don't forget to hit that bell over by the subscriber button. And don't forget to have a good day. It's been
Peace
real.
out, guys.